Hello there, everybody. Welcome back live at Drew's House Joppa Afternoon Drive. Hope you're all having a good day. End of summer Tuesday here in Newburyport. It's been kind of a lovely stretch of weather. Still getting a little bit of that heat back. I think that's a good way to end the summer as the kids go back to school. Over the next week or so, we're going to have a lot of the representatives from the school too come into the show and just kind of get this thing off on the right foot. All you need to know as you get ready for the first day of class. And our guest is going to be surprising us in the show here momentarily. It's going to be Anna DeVitto, the new athletic director at Newburyport High School. Took over, I think it was July 1st. I think was the official day that Anna took over. And now she's I think I called over to the school today because I was just, doing a little show prep. Believe it or not, show prep is done for this show. And Anna was checking out the fields or something. I'll get some more details on that, but I think she was checking out the quality of the fields, making sure they were ready to go for practice and for all these spring sports to take off into fall sports, right? Yeah, no. Yeah, that's fall sports. Jeez, what am I thinking? See, I'm thinking warm weather. Here you go. Oh, here she is. The athletic director in Newburyport, Anna DeVitto. Come on in.
Sorry.
No, please. You're fine. Again, this is live at Drew's House Joppa Afternoon Drive. Anna's going to settle in here, and thank you for joining us. If you're driving all around out there and enjoying your day, maybe you're sending a kid back to the high school here, and this is your athletic director. How are you, Anna?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Long time no see.
Long time no see. I apologize for my
please.
being late.
Well, no, it just proves how busy all of you are over there here as you get ready for school, right?
Yes, but my time's not more important than anyone else, so I apologize.
No, you're just fine. How was the summer?
Went by so fast.
It does, yeah. It always does.
I know. I always say I wish March and February went by as quickly as July and August do.
Yeah.
Just goes like that.
It's the warm weather. It's a tough window, but
I know.
But here you go. I called over to the school earlier, looking for you, and they told me she'll call you back. She's out. I think their word was she's checking out the fields, which I assume meant for play safety. Making sure they're up to par. I don't know.
Yes, it was like a meeting of the minds, but not even really organized. I was down with our facilities athletics groundskeeper, and then one of the park directors happened to be there, and his ears must have been ringing because we were just talking about him, and so we were all kind of meeting about just different field maintenance and all that good stuff.
Okay, good. How are the fields?
Pretty good. It's just I think where they are is great, but Eric, our facilities, he oversees just athletic grounds. He's phenomenal, and he takes what he does really seriously. So I think we're trying to go upward and onward, so just kind of working that out.
Because the big field, the stadium field is turf. It seems like all the high school big fields have they have one big field that's at least turf. Are a lot of the other ones still old school grass?
Still grass, yeah.
Okay.
So it's harder to. I mean, those take a little bit more care.
Sure.
Like it's harder to, with weather and just there's a lot more wear and tear on them. So
gotcha.
That's what we were discussing.
Okay. You're
How
like,
do we
I'm
mend
so
the grass?
sick of having this conversation.
Yeah.
Well, that's very cool.
The grass needs to be pampered.
I feel like I asked you this last time. Do I say, is it Anna or Anna?
Anna.
It's Anna.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make sure I get that right. I'm still getting used to. We haven't met each other too much. I think one other show was right when you got hired.
Yep.
You hadn't even taken over the position yet. I don't think.
Mm-mm.
So now you're in it, full-fledged.
We're in it now.
How's it been? Seamless?
It's been really good so far. Everyone's been really welcoming. Everyone. I think I said this last time we spoke, but I used the word community, and I wanted people to feel like they're involved at all stakeholders, and that's automatically what it's felt like. Like everyone wants to be involved and just make the kids' experience better. So I really appreciate that so far.
Awesome. Oh, we have to take a different turn here because if I remember correctly, you are a diehard Taylor Swift fan.
Oh my God!
And unbelievable. The news of the day.
I literally walked in and I was like, Kathy, Taylor's engaged. She was like, oh my gosh. I texted, yes, this is big day for us Swifties.
Taylor Swift, if you haven't heard, if you've been living in a cave for the last hour,
where have you been?
I know. Taylor Swift is now engaged to Travis Kelce.
How funny that on the day we're back together.
I know.
meant to be.
It hit me right as I think, as I was driving over here, I go, oh, we're probably gonna have to open the show with that.
So I'm feeling really good. This is a big day for me.
Yeah, it's a big day. How actually? I mean, you might as well just take the rest of the day off. Can you get anything else done?
I've been a little distracted. I'm just so excited.
I was actually just reading my social media, the Instagram, and like there's a bunch of those. Like, you expect me to work after hearing news like this?
So funny. The thread on Instagram and social media with the Swifties is like big day for annoying people, just because they're like diehard fans, and I was like, I am one of those people.
Well, yeah, and no, but I think that just means though it is such a. I always like that community. Speaking of community, it's like the Taylor Swift fans. It's such a.
Oh my gosh, love her.
It's just, but the group too, like the fans, like they're just.
It's like ride or die type.
Yeah.
Like, and they're just so. Well, that's also kind of the sense of Newburyport. Like, you're just so excited for someone else's like thing, you know what I mean? So you're just like, I'm so happy for that.
It's great. I know. I actually walked out of the coffee shop downtown, and there were like 6 girls, and I told them I was like, hey, any reaction? And they went nuts. They were like, what? And
so good.
All very sweet. So we wish them all the best.
We're so excited for you.
Taylor, we sure are. When's the wedding?
Yeah, I know. She's like, I feel like Newburyport's thinking about me.
I like how you hooked Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce into the Newburyport
community. I was trying
community.
to swing that back around.
Yeah, it's a really great work out of you. Nice effort. First person to ever try to do that. This Anna DeVitto. Very good. So what's been the biggest hurdle so far?
No major hurdles, I think, other than just every school is like its own organism. So every school runs differently. That it's each unique in its own way. So the basic foundation is the same, but understanding the little things and how different processes are. It's just trying to understand that. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does. Well, how about because it is the fall season is like, people still are enjoying the rest of their summer, and like we're off. Like football's already been practicing first games in a week.
Yep.
It's like it happens so quickly.
Yeah.
It's must be a different feeling.
I think it's the same everywhere you kind of go, whether you have football or not. I think it's the second the athletics start back up,
it's such the school year shows so short.
It is.
I mean, that, especially when you're trying to cram 3 seasons of sports, fall, winter, spring. Like, it's like all those sports have to be on time and going. And it's kind of, obviously you're praying for good weather and stuff. Not that, football plays through everything, but other sports are going too, right? Golf underway?
Everyone's underway. Yeah. Yeah. They all started.
Short summers. Mm-hmm. Do you like that? You grew up in sports all your life, so it's like, that's really when school starts, right? Is that first practice?
Well, I always have kind of joked. Obviously, I know they're student athletes and they're here to get an academic, that educational experience. Sure. But I think in the way of athletics, like, oh, you know what I mean? I don't always look at it from a academic calendar. My mind is always in well, March, that's lapping over to spring and blah, blah, blah. So that's the way my mind works.
Yeah. Well, and also just attendance-wise, that's practical because it's the first thing to happen.
Yeah.
Right? You got to get there. It is I always used to be kind of caught off guard by that because I didn't play football, and it's just kind of like the first thing that you get to go out and see all your friends, and it's like the big first game, I guess. But I never played football, and I always used to be caught off guard how quickly it all just happens.
It does, but I've even throughout the summer, I started July 1, the whole time I was like, can they just come back now? Meeting the kids.
Really? Okay, yeah.
And even now it's been awesome. There's all the athletes on campus, and I've gotten to see them, which is great, but I'm ready for everyone to be back.
Yep.
Just to feel more like you're in an actual routine.
Yeah, it's a little disjointed when just...
Yeah, it's not the same without everyone there.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. How about because I always ask the administrators this too, because it's a nice week of weather here to start school, and I wonder is I don't know, it's half the people excited for school, ready to go, and the other half are I really just wish I had another week of the beach or whatever.
I don't know. I think for athletics it's so niche of your job. Really, anyone in education, your job really revolves around the kids. So it's you can only do so much when they're not there.
Sure.
So I think if you're, I don't know, I'm ready for them to be back.
Yeah, and probably if you're playing a fall sport, hopefully the hope is that you put a lot of work in the off season. You're probably ready to all right, let's put it to use here. Let's see where I stand. Showtime.
Yeah.
Yes, very good. Has it been? So this is obviously this is the July 1st was the starting date, but now it's people come back. Is this when? are you kind of like going above and beyond, trying to like, this is me, any questions, come to me, that sort of thing?
I've introduced myself to pretty much all of the teams right now, just saying like, this is who I am, this is where my office is, please feel free to come see me if you need
How does that work?
anything.
Do you actually go to the practice field? And,
Yep.
Yeah.
There's only 2 that I haven't gotten to get to yet just because of the hours, and one's off campus. And then we had Andy Wolf calls them parent coffee. So we had one of those last week. We have one tomorrow. We have parent orientation. So
Is that just with parents? Mm-hmm. Oh.
that was so high. It was like, I'm very high pitched. I was like, what was that? I forget where I was going with that, but
A coffee parent, I guess introducing yourself to parents.
yeah. So just trying to, like, there was a football scrimmage. I was actually introduced myself to a parent of the opponent team. She was like, I don't know who you are. I'm like, oh, well, now you do. So
There you go.
yeah.
So you're making yourself available.
Yep.
The parents, what's the, does every school do that pretty much? You want to sit down with parents isolated from kids?
Yeah, I think it's, I don't have children yet, so I always try to be mindful of that when I'm having conversations with parents. And,
Yeah.
like, I try the best that I can with my limited ability to, like, go into their shoes. And
Yeah.
it's their kids' experience, so, like, of course they should know who I am and feel like they have open communication and dialogue with me.
But not too much, right?
I mean, I
Don't
think
come to me about playing time, please.
I get it, though.
Yeah.
I really do. If your
Yeah.
child comes home and they're unhappy,
Yep.
it makes the whole house unhappy. And so it really is just about the more we can center things back to the kids' experience, I think the better everyone is.
That's kind of nice to hear, because I don't know if every parent feels that. Like, I can't go talk to your AD about, that should be the coach or whatever. And
Yeah.
and maybe, I don't know. Or
I'm always going to push for the child to have the conversation first, but
with coach.
yes.
Yeah.
But in terms of playing time or any issue on a team or whatever it is, but just because I want people to be able to self-advocate.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know that comes with anxiety. Like, even if you're an adult, you still get anxious to have hard conversations. So
Yeah.
if we feel like I don't know how to navigate that, like, that's what I'm here to help with. So I think that's really important for people to know.
Gotcha. Anna DeVitto here. She's the athletic director, the new athletic director at Newburyport High School, getting ready for this first campaign here, off and running with fall sports. There's been like a bunch of not just Newburyport issues, like national issues. Maybe you have a better understanding of this than most do at this point. How's like the referee shortage thing? That's been like a real issue all across the country over the last few years. Is it okay in this area? Not great, huh?
No, I think it's everywhere. People just don't want to do it.
Do you go find the referees, or is it they give it to you?
So it's given to us it's called an assigner. We use a platform called Arbiter. It's like run essentially through the MIA.
Okay.
And
Does everybody in the Cape Ann League use it, or
everyone in the state uses
everybody in the state?
Arbiter.
Okay.
And everyone has an assigner that they get assigned to, and
Okay.
they help you with making sure your schedule's accurate, having referees, reporting game scores, all that.
Gotcha. And so you were saying, so there are some issues. I mean, those go hand in hand. That can affect scheduling, right? I mean,
Yep.
I'm sure there's times you have to say, all right, well, we can't play that game on that day if we don't have.
Yeah, it's happened before, and it's not ideal,
Mm.
but I think I don't know, certain things you can't always control, and
Yeah.
learning to be adaptable the best you can. If you can catch it ahead of time, then that's great. If you can work with the assigner and the refs of like, this date would be better, I think you just try to help people when you can.
What do you think the number one issue is for the referee shortage? Is it lack of pay? I know it doesn't pay great. Is it?
I actually don't think that's the issue. I think
It's the abuse, right?
that's a strong word. I think
Verbal abuse.
I actually look at it like the payment piece is a really nice thing. A lot of officials are towards the end of their career, and it's a nice little chunk of change. It's like your dinner money. It's if you work 9 to 5, but you know what I mean?
Sure.
So I think it's actually pretty nice. I think but it is time consuming. It's
Yep.
a lot of work. So you have to be able to have a schedule that you can work within that, you
Yeah.
know, it's not a 9 o'clock game
Sure.
on a Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
And I think it's like a really hard job. I
Yeah.
think people are very vocal about it. There have been times, even as the AD, I'm like, I don't agree with that call, or, so I think people probably get tired of it. I'm sure there's a feeling of like not a lot of respect anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's beyond high school too. I mean, I say it on the show whenever I talk about the referee stuff. Like, I used to umpire little league games, and like, you would see parents who, like, off out of here. They're very fine people
Yeah.
in real life, but they just kind of like lose themselves at the Little League field, and they turn into like,
I think with athletics, whether it's Little League, collegiate, whatever it is, that everything in between it's so much of like how people feel a sense of belonging.
Yeah.
And so it causes your emotions to be way more heightened than it would be if you're just at the grocery store.
Sure.
And that's okay. It's good. It means we care, but I think it's just more it's happened to players, coaches, parents, everyone. It doesn't matter what your role is.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's our job as those people that are not in the role of an official to try to regulate, take a breath, and just.
Yep. And yeah, because you've seen it at that other level too, because you played college sports. So it's like, I mean, that is different because you go from high schoolers are mostly volunteer refs. I mean, they belong to organizations, but they're dedicating their time to help the kids. Where college is a little bit different. Like that's usually, it's a different level, right? It's what would you say? Maybe that's a better question for you. What's like the biggest difference you see in like the college officiating experience versus like the high school?
I think the main thing is if you look at what a basketball official in the NCAA gets paid versus high school, I think if I told you that number, you would be like, what?
Yeah.
It's
a job.
It is.
Yeah.
And for some of those officials at the collegiate level, especially more the traditional ticketed sports like basketball, ice hockey, football, you could just do that for the season and you're making a lot of money. But for, again, the counterpoint of it is at a school like, I'm an Ohio State fan, so I'm going to use that as an example. There's so much pressure. You're on national television.
Yeah.
You have all eyes on you. It is a revenue-making sport.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more pressure that comes with it.
Yeah. And in this day and age, remember, wasn't the national championship a few years ago? Like somebody got like the address or the phone number and like hunted down like one of the officials, and they were like, threatening, and the guy had to I think he had to move.
So I'll give you a different example too. When I went to Pembroke High School, when I was at Pembroke High, it was my junior year, so a long time ago, at the Division III outdoor state championship for track and field.
Okay.
They calculated the scores, the officials. Pembroke High girls won.
Yep.
We won the championship. Celebrating, yay. An hour after I'm home, I get a call from my coach. They calculated the score wrong. We actually came in second.
Oh my goodness.
We had to drive and give the trophy to the other team.
No way.
Swear to God.
That is horrifying.
So like but think of, and that's at the high school level.
Yeah.
Like that's a huge error.
Huge, yeah.
And then put it on national television. There's a lot more money on the line at the NCAA level, a Power 5 school. Like, so take that experience and amplify it.
Yeah,
and then you wonder why people don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's very extreme, but
is extreme,
swear to God, it really happens.
That is crazy. Hey,
Yeah,
you did not
worst
tell me
car
that
ride
story.
ever.
Oh my God. How long's that ride?
Oh my gosh. And actually, funny enough, the school that we lost to, I think it was by 3 points, 3 of the girls on the team ended up being my roommates and teammates in college.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Had some laughs over it, or
We've
maybe
all
too soon,
moved
maybe?
on. One of them, if she brought it up, I'd be like, what's your problem? But I'd let it go with the other ones.
Oh my goodness, that is too funny. Anna DeVitto joining us here. She's the athletic director at Newburyport High School here as the season gets off and running. Tennis had an issue here. Have you heard that story? I know it was before your time.
I have not.
I think it was like maybe I'm dating myself now. Maybe it was like 3 or 4. No, I think it was a couple years ago. And they had there was the girls' tennis team. It was very good.
Yep.
Still is very good, I think. But it was like the year after they won the state championship, and then playoff match, maybe semifinals or something. Long story.
Is this against Pembroke?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. I feel like I remember reading something about it like a few years ago.
Maybe you'll remember when I tell you the gist of the story is they went to the deciding match, went to a tiebreak, and they were supposed to play. I think they got the tiebreak wrong. Like they played a tiebreak instead of maybe they should have kept going. There shouldn't have been a tiebreaker. You keep playing the games, and so the officials screwed it up.
Yeah.
And the team that got to the tiebreak number first would have won.
Yeah.
And then they were like, I don't think that's right. I think we're supposed to keep going. And it was like just more confusion.
I know.
Which was too bad.
And part of being, I think, I don't know, empathetic or just like we all are gonna make mistakes. We're all humans, but it's so hard when it's someone's sport. It means so much to
I know.
them.
It is.
It's Yeah.
People ask me all the time too, because I was a tennis guy, and they're like, "How does that happen?" And I'm like, tennis is kind of like isolated. Like if you don't know what you're looking for scoring wise, especially at the high school level, because it's not like the chair umpires don't have microphones and they're not yelling the score, and so it can be if you're not. It puts a lot of burden on the actual player to really stay sharp.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for just watching tennis over the last few years. I mean, first of all, it's an incredible sport, but just knowing every detail of the game and how intricate it is, it's like you have so much respect for those players, those coaches. It's like, whoa, this is where I mean, across the board, I think every sport, you have a different appreciation for each one, and I feel like almost artistic lens that it needs to have for each one. But
no, it's interesting. I wonder, like with the referees, is there an effort to? Because I feel like a lot of high school athletes, like if you're refereeing, umpiring, whatever, officiating games later on in life, you probably did play at some high school. I wonder if there's an effort to like. Maybe that's how refereeing needs to start, like really kind of getting players to get more involved. You know?
I've encouraged some of my former athletes when I was coaching, or even at the high school level, if they were looking for like a summer job, I'm like, hey, you should get ref certified. It's a really good way to make a couple $100, and it's not a big. I mean, it's not a big lift, meaning that it's X amount of time. And
sure.
So it'd be great to have young kids that are doing it. Or
most of them are older, right? I mean,
the demographic is typically a little bit older,
which does make sense. I mean, if you're in the prime of your career, time is less.
That's not always feasible to be able to do it.
Yeah, it would be cool to get like, a little bit of a younger. I'm sure the older refs would like that too.
Yeah.
You know, just want to have a bunch of guys in the same age range doing guys and women doing.
Just like anything, you like the more diverse and the more people that are just like different from who we are, it's a good thing.
I used to say too, that was like my version of, I never did like the bartending waiter thing. That was like my version of it, was like umpiring. It just like teaches you a lot, like restraint and how to deal with
working in a restaurant, it teaches you so much.
Like everybody's like, you know, and I kind of agree, like it's a good thing to have done it because you recognize and you know why a tip is important. But like like umpiring baseball for me was kind of like taught me some like, okay, take a deep breath. You don't have to throw the guy out immediately, but deal with this. You know? But it's an interesting thing. What is the most exciting thing happening at Newburyport High School right now for the sports calendar? Is there like a team that you're watching that has like good buzz, good?
Yeah, I honestly, it's like every single one, again, just having a different level of respect and appreciation for them. Cheerleading, I'm like excited to see some of the stunts and their routines. They just got new uniforms, so like little things like that. Like, I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see a Friday night football game, cross country, golf. Like everyone is just, again, they all have their own uniqueness that they bring, so I'm excited to see them all flourish.
I know this is, I know you 100% know this, I know when you sign up for this job, but like, is it, when you look at your schedule, and I am assuming at this time of year, it's like now everything is filled, right? Every day there's like probably separate times. Like, does that get a little bit overwhelming, or do you just, that's what you're in it for?
I think my mind naturally kind of works 100 miles an hour. So I think that's probably a little bit of who I am at my core. And then I think I just try to take it one day at a time. So if someone was like, what time's the game on Thursday? I'd be like, I gotta look. Because I just can't, there's so much going on. And if I'm not present and focused on what's today, I can't serve what's today best if I'm focused on what's tomorrow. So I know that sounds so cliche, but I really try to just take it like one day at a time. Google Calendar is my best friend. Anything I have to do, I plug in there. But then even today, like me being late, just this conversation happened with another admin and I couldn't get out of it. And so like little things like that will pop up. But it makes the day go by fast. I feel like I'm super engaged every single day, and the day flies by. I'm never bored.
What we can't have is Taylor Swift getting engaged every day.
Oh my gosh,
we can't have
throw me off.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you derail a day right there.
Honestly, for 10 minutes, I was very like, whoa, what's happening?
I know. I was caught off guard too. I think we all were. But
I can't believe it happened today, and I'm back here today.
It is.
It feels like...
Yeah.
I'm like, did you do this on purpose, Taylor?
Full circle, yeah. And you were booked before that. And we talked this morning, and
the announcement happened after. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
She knows.
So She knew we needed some material.
knows.
This would be good for them to talk about. Let's post it. Again, Anna DeVitto joining us, the athletic director over at Newburyport High School. Final couple minutes with her. Thank you to May Power producing the show, as always. Sarah Hayden, the boss, Lily Doucette, and Ryan Rothberg. Our small but mighty team here in Newburyport. We thank you all so much. So the first game's getting underway. You do go one by one play at a time. You sounded like Bill Belichick a little bit there, but do you get to like the? I mean, there's probably an aspect where you have to like bounce around from fields.
Yep.
You want to watch a little bit. You're probably somebody who would love to sit there and watch a full, soccer game or whatever. And but you know what? I would really first half of this, and then I should probably go check on the other sport going on. Is that hard? Is it hard to deal with a little bit?
So I have a helper in the fall for every season. Jim Antonelli had that last year, and the school system kept that in for this year, which is awesome. I think it's so important to.
Is it Jim?
No.
Oh, it's not Jim?
Jim wouldn't. No.
That would have been great.
I know, right? So I didn't even think of that. I should have been like, surprise, it's Jim.
We just switched.
So funny. He did walk by the other day. He's like, bye-bye. He's the best.
Yes.
Where was I going with that? Oh, so I feel like it's so important to be in any sort of leadership role, whether you're in the classroom, coaching, an administrator, it's so important to be visible.
Yeah.
And I'm a big believer of like, you have to just show up for people, physically be present, be there. It's so important and it means so much to people. So with my helper and I, we pretty much will split like, okay, I'm here, you're there, I'm here, you're there. And then making sure, like I said I believe I said this last time, like even just JV, JV2, it doesn't matter that you're not varsity.
Yeah.
Like you still matter. Being present at all those levels is important. Obviously I can't be here all the time, but the best that I can be to be like, I have to go to cross country today. Okay, cheerleading has a competition. I'm going to that. And then just setting off time in the Google Calendar, sponsor me, and and just making sure like this is a priority to be there.
Can you name the helper?
It's Bridget Lane.
Okay.
Yep, she's a Newburyport grad.
Yep.
She's teaching physical education this year. She's new. She did her teaching experience. I know that's not the right word. I just am blanking on the word. But she student taught at Newburyport. So,
okay.
And she's a lacrosse coach. So she like lives and breathes Newburyport. I think she'll be a really good fit.
So cool. So yeah, you have to probably work. Needless to say, you have to work together quite a bit for your relationships. That's
Yeah, but she's so energetic and so like eager to learn, and I think she's gonna be a really good fit.
I would imagine like energy is probably one of the top things you need to be an AD.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for so many jobs, it's a huge thing, but good energy. But like it's. I mean, you are once the season goes, you're off. It's like a flying a plane. Like once it's taken off, it's going.
Yeah, yeah, and then finding those little, like I have a long car ride commute here in the morning, so like taking that time, really being mindful and intentional of like gearing up, like getting your energy ready for the day, like setting your intentions for the day, and then even when my drive home, I really try to reflect on the day of like, okay, this went well. Yeah. This is what I could do better on, and then if you have moments throughout the day to bring that energy back up a little bit because you're giving it away all day long, it'll help you be a better leader. Well said. Any coaches you want to show out that you've... Everyone has been phenomenal so far. They've been... Except... No, just kidding. No, I swear. Kidding. No one... Everyone's been fantastic. I've met with a few parents already. They've been lovely. It's been... The student athletes have been lovely. Really, really good people here. Smooth sailing so far? Yes. What... Are all the coaches teachers? Not all of them. No. A good amount are, which I think is fantastic that when they're in the building, you can have better relationships with people, but definitely not all of them. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah. It was always kind of the case. There was always a mixed bag when I was in school too. Yeah. It's a little half and half. Yeah. It can be hard if you're not in the school because totally it's just you're not like an outsider, but it's you have an advantage when you're in the internal communication loop. You have a better pulse on the day-to-day when you're in the building. I'm sorry, what happened at school today? Yeah. And just even things of like, hey, we have an early dismissal today. You just sometimes don't always remember. Yeah. Of like, I didn't realize that. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Like they're not in the building. How would they have known that? So. Yeah. Yeah. So a big advantage for being in the school. 100%. But it probably, you couldn't do it without the outside help too. Oh yeah. And it's good to have external external
perspectives.
Yeah.
Yep. Makes sense. All right. Well, cool. So everything's good. Anything you want to ask us? We've been here the whole time.
I know. Okay, I have a good question for you. So
Okay.
last time I asked you what advice that you would give me.
Oh. Did I give a good answer? I can't remember.
Yes.
Okay. You're like, no. So I was looking for you to improve.
It actually was not what I was looking for. No, just kidding. I think you told me, I said the best advice I had ever gotten was to be yourself and be authentic.
Yes.
And then you kind of piggybacked off my.
Oh, okay.
So I guess
That sounds like something I do.
my follow-up question is, would that advice, has it changed in the time?
No, I think what I would, if I had to answer the not remembering what I said last time.
You didn't watch our interview again? What?
No, I'm sure I did.
Just
but
kidding.
I tend to. I actually do. It's yeah.
It's helpful to
Yeah.
hear yourself and be like, okay, I should say this or
Yeah. I used to always do it. Some life gets a little busy, so sometimes you're just like, it went well. It's And I also really trust Maeve, so she makes me look good when, maybe it didn't go well. But no, they usually go well. But no, I always liked. I think I would give a probably more open answer now. That I always liked the ADs that were like there and open.
Mm-hmm.
I never had like an athletic director that was. I really the whole time I'm not saying they were bad guys or bad ADs. They were just older.
You were at Danvers, right?
Danvers, yeah. And didn't like coach. This is kind of a weird one, but they didn't necessarily coach the sports. Like the AD was also coaching at the time, and it was a different realm. Like he was the football guy.
Yeah.
I was like tennis, golf,
Yeah.
just different sports. And it always felt like there was I didn't feel like I had an athletic director,
Yeah.
unless you were like in trouble.
Yeah.
Like then it was like you got to go see the
that's
AD.
the narrative that I really am trying to emphasize and change. That like having a conversation with the AD does not mean you're in trouble as
Yeah.
a student or that something's necessarily wrong. Like the more that we can, as educators, and this is how at least I view it, the more we can center it back to the kids and their experience,
Yeah.
the better we'll all be. And
Yeah.
so if we can have more of a dialogue of like, hey, this happened, I felt some kind of way about it, how can we going forward make sure that doesn't happen? Like that's a positive way to use your leadership.
Yeah. No, and also I respected the ADs who didn't think they knew everything too. Like
Oh my gosh. I don't.
But even
Yeah.
about like the sport, like I remember somebody and very straight up, we had a switch from a younger AD, a lot of energy who I really liked, didn't know a thing about tennis. Maybe that's a little harsh, but it was not her sport. And she came up to me and I remember asking me during I was the captain, so she was like talking to me during the tennis match, and we were watching some of the other guys play, and she's like, "So why is he continuously going to the net?" And I said, "Well, he's trying to take advantage of his height, and the other guy has a weak backhand."
Yeah.
She goes, "That's really interesting. Okay, I'm glad you told me." And it's like, "Does he know that? Is that his game plan?" I was like, "Well, we talk about it beforehand." And
Yeah, we don't just go in blindly.
Like it seems like he's doing it every time. I was
Yeah.
like, "That's a strategy."
Yeah.
She's like, "Fascinating," and I was like, "It's cool. Like it's just good to have that conversation. Like you felt like she cared."
Yeah, I feel like with anything you can admit you don't know everything.
Yeah.
It's actually a superpower to admit and have humility of like,
Yes.
I don't know this, let me find out for you.
Yeah, and it's never like the AD is clueless. It's like
No.
it's just not her sport. She's trying to learn about it.
100%. And
Yeah.
it's the same as like, I have not played baseball because baseball was not offered to me as
Yeah.
a female athlete. That doesn't mean I don't care about that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and as the AD, your job is not to know every single thing. Your job is to be a leader, make sure students are better for their experience. And you have a general knowledge, but, and even officials and coaches, like you're not going to know every little thing. It's impossible.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just not possible.
Yeah. And that I think I learned stuff about leadership during that just by it was like that was kind of
Yeah. That humility piece is so
Yeah. and putting yourself
powerful.
out there when you don't know.
Yeah.
Like to ask a high school kid like what's happening here.
Yeah.
Like I was like that's kind of
I think it takes this like hierarchy piece away a little bit.
Yeah.
Of, like we're all just people.
Exactly. So did that answer your question?
No, it did. It totally did. All right, let me ask another one.
Oh God. You're like that answer got worse somehow. Jeez.
I know, I'm like, I
I'm just
regret
kidding.
asking that. No, just totally kidding. What is something, as a supporter of Newburyport
Mm-hmm.
athletics, that you are looking forward to or that you would like to see more of?
That I would like to see more of.
Good one, right?
Yeah. You know, it's hard. I think I always say every kid that comes in here, it's like I think people in your positions, whether it be ADs, principals, whatever, I always used to joke with them, like, you guys send me the best kids. Like, I've always had polite, funny, never like just kind of like, all right, kid's kind of a jerk. I've never really had that. So I kind of wish more people could see that, like more people here. It's just not, I know it's not something that kids are used to, doing radio shows and talking to the public, but like I do think there was if there's like a side where people could like kind of, even like young kids, it's just cool for a middle schooler to be flicking through right now and like, they're the high school, you know, whatever, they're the high school football kids, they're high school soccer girls, like I want to be like them someday, like oh, they're so cool, they're funny, like, you know, I could be like that. I don't know, it's just that it kind of puts it kind of takes that like barrier off of like, oh, they're just normal people. They're not just the soccer star. So that's what I would say, I think. But they can't all come in here all the time. I know that. But we all have busy lives. But it is nice. Every experience I've ever had with kids in here has been fantastic. So
let's keep that rolling.
There you go. Send me all your good ones. I'll give you just. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can send a bad one too every now and then, and we'll just see how. I'm just kidding. There's no bad kids in Newburyport. They've always been super polite though.
Yep, and even, you know, some days we're not the best version of ourselves, and that's okay.
And even the quiet ones, they tend not to be quiet by the time they're done. They tend to feel comfortable. I don't know.
I love that.
I know.
It's this welcoming environment.
So come on, kids. Well, we'll work with Anna. We'll get more students in here.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, some of your off days. I know it is a busy season, though. I get it. There's practices. There's games.
Well, I apologize again for being late.
Oh, please. You were perfectly fine.
You're like, it's live. I was like, okay.
By the way, we're doing it live. I stalled for a minute, and then I started talking about the weather or something, and people are really sick of hearing me talk about that. So it was really good you came in.
You can only talk about clouds for so long.
I know. I only had about 30 seconds left, so thanks for walking in.
I'm so sorry.
No, please. Maeve Power, thank you. Anna DeVitto, thank you so much. She's the athletic director at Newburyport. Go check out all the teams this season, right?
Yes.
We're games get rolling here right away, and go check your schedules. Pick what games you want to go watch. It's a great thing to go support the community, the school, and all the student athletes. So go do that. And year number one for you. I wish you all the best in year one here. It's going to be fun, and we'll be having you on a lot more because it's that time of year.
And I won't be late.
And even if you are, it's okay. I'm late sometimes. Live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive. We'll see you next time, everybody. Peace.